Separate weather systems, including a rare tropical storm, have unleashed torrential, extended rainfall and devastating floods across Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Thailand and Malaysia, killing nearly 1,000 people and counting.
스리랑카, 인도네시아, 태국, 말레이시아 지역에 이례적인 열대성 폭풍을 포함한 여러 기상현상이 겹치면서 집중호우와 대규모 홍수가 발생했습니다. 이로 인해 지금까지 1,000명 가까운 사망자가 나왔으며 이 숫자는 앞으로 더 늘어날 전망입니다. Tell us what's happening.
It's awful. We haven't seen anything like this in Indonesia, for example, since 2018, where there was a huge earthquake and then a tsunami that killed more than 2,000 people in that area. But here, it's not just Indonesia. It's also Thailand, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka.
Right.
In Sri Lanka, it's at least 340 people have died there. They've been using military helicopters to try and get to people who've been stranded. They're calling for international aid because they just can't handle it. And it is monsoon season, but this is really rare. It's been this rare tropical storm that has basically come over and dumped a heap of rain onto these countries. One of the big causes, I'm sorry to say, it's the climate crisis. And I've got a feeling we're going to see more of these in the future, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The climate crisis has increased the intensity of storms, and this means we have more and more of these big, heavy rain events, more flooding, more disaster. And hopefully the authorities can save those who need to be saved and recover from this disaster.
Yeah. You just mentioned rain, floods, other weather disasters. We're talking about different weather systems here. It's not a technical system that we're talking about, right?
No, it's talking about the different patterns of the movement of the air. So you know that some days we'll get air from the west or air from the south or air from the east or air from the north. And they move in relatively regular patterns that do move about and do collide sometimes. And then in this case, we have separate weather systems coming together. So we have patterns that merge to make this rare tropical storm. If you're a George Clooney fan, you'll be familiar with this because you saw the film The Perfect Storm about 20 years ago, which was where these weather systems merged to create this super hurricane.
A perfect storm is also a figurative expression, meaning that all bad things that could happen have happened at the same time.
Yes.
It's like a perfect disaster. That's what a perfect storm is. 자, weather system이라고 하는 거는요, 각종 이제 그 날씨와 관련된 현상들을 말합니다. 그래서 이제 대표적인 weather system 하면은 low pressure system, high pressure system 해가지고 이제 저기압, 대기압, 대기압이 아니라 고기압, sorry. 저기압, 고기압. What am I saying?
You got meat on the brain. 고기.
갑자기. 네, 저기압, 고기압 우리가 얘기를 할 때도 다 weather system 얘기를 하는 거거든요. 네. 그래서 그렇게 이해를 하시면 되겠습니다. 각종 이 현상들이 겹치면서 이렇게 거의 굉장히 안 좋은 상황이 발생하고 있습니다. Let's have a look at something being unleashed.
Yes, if we unleash something, we take it off the leash. And leashes, if you're a pet owner, especially a dog owner, well, I would think you have a few leashes in your house.
Yeah.
Because leashes, or leads, as they're sometimes called, are the pieces of cloth, fabric, string, rope that we tie around the dog's body or neck to keep them under control.
I have a question.
Yes.
You have a cat at home.
Yes.
Do you have a cat leash?
No, she doesn't go outside, so there's
Cats
no
don't
need for
need leashes.
Some cats have leashes.
Oh, okay.
And their owners literally take them for walks like you would dogs.
Oh.
Outdoor cats don't need leashes because they go out by themselves.
Right.
But Frankie is an indoor cat. I don't think she's very interested in going outdoors, so no leashes involved. When we think of the word unleash, though, it's not a nice word. It's not something that's very calm and gentle.
Yeah.
You have to think of like a guard dog or an attack dog who's on a leash and wants to go and run at whoever it is.
Hunting dog.
Or a hunting dog, yes. Run after the animal. And when you unleash them, you take the leash off, they break free, and they will go and attack whatever it is. So we use it for something quite aggressive or quite nasty or quite damaging. So like in this case, this storm unleashed torrential extended rainfall and devastating floods. It's not a nice thing. It's a horrible, damaging thing.
그래요. 자, unleash 말 그대로 하면은 목줄을 풀었다라는 뜻인데 여기서 상상해야 될 거는 귀여운 강아지 말고요.
네.
으르렁대고 지금 막 달려가고 싶어하는 사냥개 정도로 생각하시면 될 것 같아요.
네네네.
목줄이 있는데 그걸 목줄을 푸르는 순간 어떻게 되겠어요? 엄청나게 달려가겠죠.
맞습니다.
그래서 그런 것처럼 굉장히 무서운 상황이 딱 이렇게 터졌을 때 그런 상황이 unleashing이 됐다라고 얘기를 해요. For some reason, I don't know why, but when I look at this expression or hear it, I think of the song "Who Let the Dogs Out" by Bahamen. Because in the music video, I think loads of dogs, they all suddenly run because they don't have a leash. They just, you know.
They've been unleashed.
They've been unleashed.
Yeah.
그런 이제 갑자기 막 달려가는 좀 무서운 상황을 생각하시면 되는데.
Yeah, I think of Shakespeare. I think it's in Henry V where Henry says, "Unleash the dogs of war."
Oh, and then you have a very scary situation.
Yes.
So here we're talking about these different weather systems. They have unleashed rain, floods, and all these terrible weather situations.
Yeah, it's a horrible word used for horrible situations.
Yeah. 자, 그렇다면은 이번에는 숫자 and counting 이걸 좀 볼게요.
Yeah, so we say there've been in this case killing nearly 1,000 people and counting. Or today we've had 10 visitors and counting. Or this morning I've had 5 cups of tea and counting.
Yeah.
And this and counting means the number is already going up. So even though I said 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 5, it's going to be 11 or 1,001,
That's
2, 3, 4.
not the end of it.
It's still going.
Yeah.
It's counting and counting. It keeps on going up.
현재도 계속 증가하고 있다라는 거를요. 숫자 and counting이라고 합니다. 자, 그럼 다시 읽어볼게요. Separate weather systems, including a rare tropical storm, have unleashed torrential extended rainfall and devastating floods across Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia, killing nearly 1,000 people and counting. Here's our next headline.
China has discovered its largest single gold deposit since 1949, containing an estimated 1,400 tons of reserves in the northeastern province of Liaoning, amid a rally in global gold prices.
전 세계적으로 금값이 오르고 있는 가운데 중국 북동부 리아닝 성에서 단일 금광으로는 1949년 이후 가장 큰 규모인 1,400톤 상당의 금 매장지가 발견됐습니다.
It's
Wow.
astonishing. I think if the K-pop demon hunters saw it, they'd say it was golden. It's in the Dadonggu deposit is what they're calling it. It's the largest single gold find since the People's Republic of China was founded in 1949. They've not said exactly where it is. They've given it a name, but I think they're keeping it secret for good reason because there's something like 2.586 million tons of gold ore. So there's a chance to get something like 1,444 tons of gold out of it. So gold at the moment has reached record highs, record levels. It's traded at something like 115,000 euros per kilogram.
Yeah, so this is going to be worth a lot.
A lot of money, yes. Yeah. And people want gold. So China's in the money, as we say. They're going to be making a lot of money from this big gold deposit.
What's a deposit, Paul?
Well, in our normal lives, let's deal with how we normally use it. When we put money into the bank, that's a deposit. So we're putting something into something.
Yeah.
We deposit money into this.
And then when you get it out, you withdraw it.
Exactly. So this is how we use it in normal day English. How we're using it here, though, when we talk about rock, when we talk about mining or digging into the ground, a deposit is an amount, a section of metal or stone or fossils, something that is buried within the rock.
그래요. 자, 이 기사 속에서 말하는 디포지트는 어떤 광물의 매장지입니다. 그래서 금이 발견된 곳을 얘기하고 있는 것인데 일상생활 속에서는 우리가 동사로 돈을 입금하다 할 때 deposit money 하고요. 돈을 찾다는 withdraw money라고 합니다.
We can use it as a noun. I made a deposit.
I made a deposit. 명사로도 이렇게 입금을 했다 할 수 있고요. 자, 그다음에 a rally. We're seeing a rally in gold prices.
Yes, a rally is when something or someone gets better, does better.
Going up,
in this case, goes up, up, up again. So it went down and now it's going back up.
그래요. rally라는 거는요, 반등이라는 뜻입니다. 그래서 금값이 계속 오르고 있는 얘기를 하고 있는 거죠. 다시 읽어볼게요. China has discovered its largest single gold deposit since 1949, containing an estimated 1,400 tons of reserves in the northeastern province of Liaoning, amid a rally in global gold prices. Here's our final headline.
Europe's first captive elephant sanctuary is set to open in Portugal, offering former circus and zoo elephants a peaceful retirement in natural surroundings, with the first residents to arrive between January and March next year.
서커스나 동물원에 있던 나이든 코끼리를 수용하는 대규모 보호소가 포르투갈에서 유럽 최초로 운영됩니다. 이 시설에 오는 코끼리는 자연환경에서 노후를 보내게 되며 첫 식구들은 내년 1월에서 3월 사이 이곳에 도착할 예정입니다. Oh, I love this story.
It is. It's the first of its kind in Europe. Mm-hmm. It's in the Alentejo region in Portugal.
Okay.
It's an organization, non-profit organization called Pangaea, who's organized this. And they're based in both Portugal and the UK. Yep. They've got local support as well and national support. And they're hoping that starting early next year, we're going to have perhaps 20 to 30 elephants who will end up there. Not all at once. It's going to start a few at a time.
Sure.
And the idea is get them away from the circus, get them away from the zoo, and put them in a habitat where they can be as they would be in real nature.
Yeah.
So they're trying to give them a free life so they can move freely, they can feed freely, they can socialize freely, just like they do in the wild.
Elephants in circuses and zoos, elephants that are made to do tricks. It just makes me so sad.
Yes.
And so these elephants now, at least they can retire in nature and in this sanctuary.
And they're not going to be able to be visited day after day. There may be special days where visitors will be allowed, but generally they're going to be left in peace.
Yeah, exactly. 자, 이렇게 특별히 그동안의 동물원이나 서커스에서 살던 코끼리들이 일종의 편안하게 은퇴할 수 있는 보호소가 마련된다는 얘기입니다. Okay, so this is not just your average wild elephant. It's a captive elephant.
Yes, and a captive elephant is one that has been captured, one that's been taken from the wild or brought up in captivity.
Yeah.
And we use this word a captive or captivity for wild animals that are not meant to be on a farm or in a home. So we wouldn't say a captive cat or a captive dog. We'd use it for a captive lion, a captive tiger, a captive monkey. And it's saying that they are not free to live wherever they want. They are stuck in one place.
그렇죠. 동물 얘기를 할 때 captive animal이라고 하면은 포획이 돼서 인간이 만든 곳에서 지내게 되는 동물이에요. 그러니까 구체적으로는 동물원에 사는 동물을 captive animals라고 합니다. What's a peaceful retirement?
Well, retirement is when you stop working when you reach a certain age. When you get older and you're not going to work anymore. That's your retirement.
Of course.
And a peaceful retirement is where there's no trouble, there's no noise, there's no fuss, there's no problems. You can just do what you want. Relax.
To retire, 은퇴하다 하죠. Retirement는 노후라고 볼 수 있겠습니다. 평화로운 노후. 다시 읽어볼게요. Europe's first captive elephant sanctuary is set to open in Portugal, offering former circus and zoo elephants a peaceful retirement in natural surroundings, with the first residents to arrive between January and March next year. And that's it for the headlines this morning with Paul Matthews.